Hello everyone, welcome to Dikshant classes. Today I am going to discuss about the research design. Here the question arises, what is research design? Research design is an overall blueprint of the research, how the research is conducted, how the data is conducted, how the data will analyze, what will the sample size, what sampling technique will be used by the researchers, and whether it is used questionnaire, whether it is used in interview, or it is work on the secondary data. Next, moving on the what will the correct definitions, or we can say that it is a research plan. It is a rough idea of the research, how the research is going on the by the researchers. Various questions are needed to be answered while preparing the plans. What is the scope? What are the objectives of the study? And what is the study about? What are the techniques? How the data should be processed? A research plan prescribes the boundaries of research activities and enable the researchers to channel his energies in the right work. What are the sources? What is the sample? Why the study is made? And what is the cost involved? What kind of data needed, etc. Next is research designs. Research design is an overall blueprint of the research, how the research is conducted, going on, and how the research is conducted, how the data will collected, how the data will analyzed, how the data will proceeded, and what are the variables of the study, what is the research gap, and what methodology adopted by the researchers, and what is the conceptual models, and what are the review of literatures is going on to review while doing research. Research design can be thought of as the structure of research. It is a glue that hold all the elements in a research project together. A successful design stems from a collaborative process involving good planning and communications. Research design is a comprehensive document which navigate to the researchers throughout the research works. It is a blueprint of the research work. For any doubt at any moment, the research design guide researchers. Next is research plans. Research design is an activity and time-based plan keeping in view of the research objectives. It is a framework for specifying the relationship among the variable under study, and it is a master plan for specifying the methods and procedures for collecting and analyzing the needed information. It is also answered question like that an intensive study of small sample more effective than a less intensive study of a large sample. Next is definitions of research designs. The plan sequence of entire process in conducting a research study given by the Professor Miller. A research design provides the frameworks to be used as a guide in collecting and analyzing data. Design is a process of making decisions before situation arises in which the design has to be carried out. Next is feature of good designs. Reliability of data. A good research design has more reliability of data collected. Reliability refers to the correctness and options collected from samples. Next feature is experimental errors. Repetitive executions of research designs in different contexts. It gives the same results or similar results. Then it is considered to have less experimental error and treated to be a good research design. It means that repetitively you execute the research design in different contexts. It gives the same or similar results. Then it is considered to be the less experimental error and treated to be a good research design. Next is information yield. Researchers require more data and information to test hypotheses and sufficient objective effectively. It means that the researchers requiring the more data and information to test the hypothesis and sufficient objective effectively. Next is flexibility. It means the design should be able to consider many different aspects of the problem under study. It means the researcher should be able to consider different many aspects of the problem under study. Next is economical. Research designs which consume less resources, especially money, time, and efforts, that provide maximum utility is considered to be the economical research design. It means that the research design which is consuming the less resources, money, effort, time, then it provides the maximum utility. Otherwise, not economical. Next is part of research design. Sampling design. Sampling design which deals with the method of selecting items to be observed for the study. Next part is observational design. It is a design which relate to the conditions under which the observations to be created. Next, statistical design. It is a design which is concerned with the questions of how the information and data gathered and are analyzed to be analyzed. Next is operational designs. It is a designs which deals with the techniques by which the procedure satisfied in sampling. Next is how to create a research design. Step 1 is consider your aims and research. Step 2 is choose the type of research design. Step 3 is identify your population and sampling method. Step 4 is choose your data collection methods. Step 5 is plan your data collection procedures. Step 6 is decide on your data analysis strategies. Step 1 is consider aims and approach. Before you start your research designing your research, you should already have a clear idea about the research question you want to be investigated. There are many different ways you could go answering this question. Your research design choices should be driven by your aim driven your aims and priorities. Start by thinking carefully about what you want to achieve. The first choice you need to make is whether you will take a qualitative research or quantitative research. Qualitative research is a research which deals with the understanding subjective experiences and belief concept, gain in-depth knowledge of a specific context or culture, explore under-researched problems, and generate new ideas. Qualitative research design tend to be more flexible and inductive, allowing you to adjust your approach based on what you find throughout the research process. Next is quantitative approach. It measures the different type of variables and describe the frequencies, averages, and correlation. It tests the hypothesis about relationship between variables. It tests the effectiveness of a new treatment program or product. Quantitative research designed tend to be more fixed and deductive, with variables and hypotheses clearly defined in advance for data collection, how the data will collect, how the data will analyze it, and how to interpret the data. Next step is choose a type of research design. With both qualitative and quantitative approach, there are several types of research design to be choose from. Each type provide a framework for the overall shape of your research. Type of quantitative research design. First is experimental. Its purpose and characteristics are used to test causal relationships, involve manipulating and independent variables and measuring effects on dependent variable. For example, teacher is a independent variable, and it in fact will check on student whether the teacher how the teaching is effective and how are the result on the student in the exam performance. Teacher is if the student did not understand anything, then teacher is manipulate this method of teaching, change the method of teaching so that students are understand it by connecting with example, real life examples. Subjects are randomly assigned to groups, usually conducted a controlled environment. Experimental research is conducted in the controlled environment. Next is quasi-experimental. It is used to test causal relationship. It is similar to experimental design but without a random assignment. It often involves comparing the outcomes of the pre-existing groups. Often conducted in the natural environment, high ecological validity. Next is correlational. It is used to test whether and how strongly variables are related. Variables are measured without influencing them. The next is descriptive. It is used to describe characteristics, averages, trend, etc. The variables are measured without influencing them. Next is case study. It is a detailed study of a specific subject, place, event, organization, especially used in medical study like COVID-19. And the aims is conducting a trial on the patients who give COVID, suffering from COVID and not suffering from COVID. How the vaccine is effective on the people and how was the results. For some patient it is not effective, some patient effective. In most of the cases it is effective, then only it is applied to the general public. Data can be collected using the various variety of sources and methods. It focuses on gaining a holistic understanding of the case. Next is ethnography. Ethnography means it deals with a particular culture and where we goes in a particular communities or groups we know about is how was the culture and acting according to the culture. Data is collected by the extended immersion and close observation. It focuses on describing and interpreting beliefs, convention and social dynamics, etc. Grounded theory is a theory which is started from the ground levels and it aims to develop theory inductively, by systematically analyzing qualitative data. Next is phenomenology. Phenomenology it is a aim to understand phenomena or events or describing participant life experience. Qualitative designs are the less strictly defined. This approach is about gaining a rich, detailed understanding of a specific context or phenomenon, and you can often be more creative and flexible in designing your research. Thank you so much for listening carefully. If you have any doubt, any query, you can comment it. I will surely make videos. Thank you so much.